A young man was sleeping deeply on the subway when a passerby playfully placed a bottle of alcohol on his head. The cold alcohol was dripping down his forehead, and the next moment, everyone in the train was startled by his acrobatic move. However, the spilled alcohol fell on the woman sitting next to him. When Peter suddenly reached out to catch it, he found his hand stuck to her clothes. An elderly man standing nearby mistook this as an assault and pushed him, instantly making the awkward situation worse. Peter quickly apologized, but then found his hand stuck to the railing. The old man, furious, lunged at him without a word, but Peter suddenly threw a quick evasive kick that sent the old man to the ground. Others rushed at him along with the old man, but Peter easily defeated them all. Peter was completely stunned. Since when had he become this powerful? Sweating profusely, he turned and ran home, but as soon as he reached home, strange things began to happen. He instantly caught a fly in midair and felt an intense craving for egg whites. Luckily, May sensed something was wrong and stopped him just in time. Back in his room, Peter noticed a spider web wrapped around his neck. He pulled hard and pulled out a highly venomous spider. He suddenly remembered being bitten by something a few days ago during his internship at the lab. It turned out that a mutated spider was the culprit. Frightened, he quickly turned on his computer to look up the effects of a spider bite. But before he could search for long, all the keys on the keyboard got stuck to his fingers. Peter thought everything would be fine after a night's sleep. But the next day, whether he was turning off the alarm or squeezing toothpaste, everything around him seemed as fragile as paper. Moreover, he could sense even the smallest movements and potential dangers around him. That day, Peter arrived at school and suddenly ran into the school bully who had previously harassed him. The bully was now threatening a girl with glasses. With a simple move, Peter caught an incoming basketball. Because of his spider-like superpowers, he was determined to teach the bully a lesson. The bully didn't even touch the ball. Peter completely defeated him. Then Peter moved forward with the ball and slammed it into the hoop without even jumping. The entire arena was stunned by this move, even the backboard shattered. Such bad behavior deserved punishment throughout the school. So the school called Peter's guardian, Uncle Ben, and scolded him for the entire afternoon. Because of Peter's actions, Uncle Ben had to work late that night. To make amends, he specifically reminded Peter to pick up the girl from school that evening. However, Peter completely ignored Uncle Ben's words. After school, he became so absorbed in understanding and playing with his superpowers that he started swinging on a swing in a warehouse like a spider. He didn't remember to go home until it was dark. As soon as he got home, Uncle Ben scolded him for being extremely disrespectful and gave him a harsh reprimand. Peter, who was in a rebellious mood, wasn't ready to hear this fatherly talk. After saying these harsh words, he slammed the door and stormed out angrily. Worried about Peter, Uncle Ben quickly went out after him to look for him. Meanwhile, Peter went to a supermarket to buy a drink, but when he went to pay, he realized he didn't have enough money, and the clerk mocked him. Just as Peter was about to leave, he saw a thief steal the clerk's cash and run off. The clerk ran out and begged Peter for help, but Peter calmly responded. Suddenly, the thief's escape route led him straight to Uncle Ben's location. Uncle Ben suddenly stopped the thief, but the thief mercilessly shot him, and he fell to the ground. Sensing the danger, Peter rushed over and found Uncle Ben covered in blood. Peter's heart sank. He felt extremely guilty and filled with regret. He had indirectly caused Uncle Ben's death, a wound that would never heal. Later, a police investigation revealed that the thief was a man with long hair and a star tattoo on his left arm, the same thief that Peter had let go at the supermarket. Peter secretly vowed to avenge his uncle's death. From then on, he began aggressively hunting criminals on the streets of New York. He didn't let any criminal with long hair go unchecked. To hide his identity, he designed a mask. To improve his capturing efficiency, he decided to create a spider silk projectile that could reach greater heights. After countless experiments, he finally created super adhesive spider silk. Then came the testing phase. Peter went to the roof of the tallest building in the city. To increase the difficulty, he used only 2 fingers to handstand on the edge of a tall building before jumping down. This was a test for his web shooting device. The initial test was a great success as he descended continuously. After that, Peter used his webs to hunt criminals throughout the city. He arrested countless people but still couldn't find Uncle Ben's killer. To better conceal his identity, he created a unique suit based on athletic clothing. And so, the Amazing Spider-Man was born. At night, Peter began wearing his new suit to fight criminals. When a powerful criminal pulled out a dagger, Peter first pretended to be scared and knelt down to beg for mercy. The next moment, he used his webs to stick the criminal's hand to the wall. He even played around with him a little. Just then, the police arrived. Peter thought he would be rewarded for helping the police, but instead, he was treated as an enemy. He skillfully dodged all the shots and even managed to catch a police officer's weapon. As more and more officers arrived, Peter began using his webs to escape. Despite a massive manhunt, Peter easily got away, which only enraged the sheriff further. He immediately issued an arrest warrant for Spider-Man. Later, when Peter's girlfriend Gwen invited him to dinner at her house, he discovered that his future father-in-law was none other than the sheriff who had issued the warrant. At the dinner table, the sheriff repeatedly spoke badly about Spider-Man. Peter, who was Spider-Man himself, couldn't take it anymore and argued with the sheriff, creating an awkward situation. Gwen then took Peter out to the balcony. She was confused by his strange behavior and scolded him for talking back like that. Peter decided to stop hiding and used his web to pull Gwen into his arms, revealing his identity. Gwen was both shocked and thrilled. She had never imagined that her boyfriend was Spider-Man. As they playfully argued, police sirens suddenly blared below. Sensing danger immediately, Peter jumped off the building and rushed to the scene. On a bridge, a giant lizard-like man was causing havoc, grabbing and throwing cars. Peter quickly arrived, kicked the lizard-like man away, and used his spider silk to lift the falling cars. The lizard-like man, whose effect was wearing off as he was about to revert to his true form, panicked and fled the scene. Peter wanted to chase him, but stopped when he heard cries for help. Driven by a sense of justice, he decided to save the child first. Peter opened the car's back window and saw a child trapped inside. To get the child to help himself, Peter removed his hood and tossed it toward the child, continuously encouraging him. But suddenly, the car caught fire, quickly engulfing the entire vehicle. The masked boy finally mustered his courage and began to climb up slowly. Just as the car was about to sink, Peter used his web to save the boy. From that moment, Peter truly understood the duty of a hero. He realized he should use his superpowers not just for revenge, but also to help those in need. The next day, Peter went to Dr. Connor's lab and suddenly discovered the doctor's true identity.